All right, so before we get started, last night actually, I came across this video, and I told the first service it has absolutely nothing to do with my message, but in a way, it actually kind of does. But y'all check out this video. Oh, hold on, wait. How many of you have a friend that you think would do anything for you, or you're the type of friend that would do anything for somebody else? You're all liars. Watch this video.
Mr. Goodman? What makes you think you're qualified for this job?
Oh! No! Don't punch me! Please! No!
Not that way.
Don't throw me out!
Here it is, huh? Get it?
If you do not have a friend, or you are not that friend that would do that for you or for somebody else, you do not have a real friend. I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes. Can't help it. Sorry. But I saw that, and last night I about rolled out of bed laughing so hard. And it was just, oh, goodness. Yeah. Hey, Jonathan, do you know how to make an egg roll? You push it. That was a good one, Eli, wasn't it? I like it. All right, so we are almost through with the series that we started a couple weeks ago. Pastor Carlos a couple weeks ago talked about hope, and then last week Pastor touched on love. And this morning I want to wrap faith and love together into a nice present for us, okay? I've titled the message today, Are You Convinced? How likely are you to be convinced of something that you otherwise thought wasn't true? Is it easy for someone to change your opinion about something? I found a list of some things that probably are true, but that may take some convincing, okay? Here they are. The more you hate a trait in someone else, the more likely you are avoiding it in yourself. People who can't trust can't be trusted. The more you try to impress people, the less impressed that they'll be. The more you fail, the more likely you are to succeed. Tom Brady, regardless of how I feel, is the best quarterback of all time. It's regardless of how I feel. Well, yeah, maybe. The more you learn, the more you realize how little you know. The View is the worst show on television.
Amen. Yeah.
That'll preach right there. The more available something is, the less you will want it. LeBron James is not the GOAT of basketball. All my Michael Jordan lovers, where you at? The Denver Broncos are a horrible football team. My bad. I forgot y'all were here. My fault. I meant the Oklahoma Sooners are the worst football team. Rise up, Longhorns. The only certainty is that nothing is ever certain. Your faith is meaningless if you're not willing to put it to the test. Oh. No matter what your past looks like, God has never stopped loving you. Man, there's a couple that'll preach right there. Throughout the course of this series, the main text has been 1 Corinthians 13:13, and it says, 3 things will last forever: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. When we read the Word, we can get an understanding that faith and hope are closely tied together. Romans 8:24 says that hope means that we must trust and wait for what is still unseen. For why would we hope for something we already have? Why hope for a good church when you're already at one? Why hope for a good pastor when you already have one? Why hope for a good youth pastor when you already have one? I mean, I don't know if that's true, but may need some convincing on that. But, depends on who you ask, I guess. Hebrews 11:1 says of faith, it is all the evidence required to prove what is still unseen. You have to have faith to believe that there's even a God, right? Because we can't see God, but we have a faith to believe that he's real, right? This morning I want to ask you 3 questions that I hope you'll get answers to either through the message or through God's divine revelation in your life. Okay? So are you convinced that number 1, your faith should be non-negotiable? Hebrews 11:6 in the Passion says, and without faith living within us, it would be impossible to please God. Now, to a certain extent, it pleases God when you're nice to people. To a certain extent, it pleases God when you love people. To a certain extent, it pleases God when you obey those in authority. But it's only faith that, without faith, it is impossible to please God. You can be the best person in the world. You can be the most loving person in the world. You can give to charity.